Today I'm going to make bread pudding using yeast donuts. This has become a family favorite and hope you will enjoy it too. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my 9x13 pan down. Then we're going to take a dozen donuts. Tonight I'm using Krispy Kremes. It doesn't matter as long as they're a yeast type donut. I found those actually work the best. So what I do is I just tear them in small pieces. And we'll layer this pan with those. There's a local donut shop I prefer to use. Their glazed donuts are a little bigger and a little bit sweeter. So I'm just kind of tear these up in chunks and just layer them across the bottom. It doesn't need to be uniform, doesn't need to be any certain size. We just want to have a pretty good layer on the bottom. I had never been a fan of bread pudding until a restaurant back home in Kentucky brought me a sample one day made from donuts from a local donut shop. I was in there enough. They came by and asked me if I had tried it before. I said no. So they brought me a free serving by, and me and my wife, we both tried it and like, man, this is good stuff. As I am with most recipes, once I try it, or most dishes, once I try it, I want to learn how to make it. So we got a dozen donuts here. So I'm going to slide these off the side. We're going to start with 2 cups of milk. I'm sorry, 2 cups of milk. I prefer whole milk. Don't guess it really matters too much which kind you use. There's 2 cups of milk. And 4 beaten eggs. Alexa, stop. Had a timer going on for something else I'm doing. So here's my 4 eggs. Now I've learned on this, you want to make sure they're beat really well. That does make a difference in the long run. So we'll add that. I'm going to get rid of these gloves. They've got sugar residue and such on it. Next thing is going to be a pinch of salt. So go ahead and throw that in there. Then we'll do 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It doesn't matter if it's pure or imitation. And I've done it both ways. I actually prefer the pure vanilla extract. Then we're going to add some sugar to it. So I'm going to do 2 cups of granulated sugar. So there's 1. This one's not quite a full cup, but if I have sugar in the donuts, it's going to be quite okay. So I'm just kind of looking over my list here. We got 2 cups of granulated sugar. We got the 4 eggs with 2 cups of milk, a pinch of salt, vanilla extract. So we're going to mix all this up. Okay, one more thing I want to add to it is 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So we got that mixed in. Now I'm going to pour this over our mixture. So let's pull the donuts back over here in front. And I just want to get everything kind of saturated. So we'll go ahead and scrape everything out here. Now I'm going to let this sit for about 20 minutes. I'll come back and we're going to do one more step. Then we'll put it in the oven. Okay, these have been sitting here for about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and slide them in the oven now. We'll put them in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes or until you see that golden brown. Just pulled this out of the oven. Going to let it cool a bit, then we'll enjoy it for supper.